Welcome to another Fantasy Goodfellas video where we're going to talk about the top 15 tight end rankings for week 4. You ready?
Let's do it.
Fantasy Goodfellas.
Boom, boom, boom.
Rolling on the field.
Fantasy Goodfellas. All right, before we get started on this week's rankings, can you let us know how you did on last week's tight end rankings?
In week 3, we hit on 7 of our top 10 tight ends and 9 of 15 overall. Boom, boom, boom. Another good week in a tough landscape.
All right, that sounds good. So let's hit them with the top 15 tight end rankings for week 4. Richard, take it over.
And number 1, Travis Kelce at Philadelphia.
Man, if you're a fantasy owner, you must like this matchup going against Philly, right?
Yes, I have a feeling the Chiefs are going to come in with something to prove and are going to put up a lot of points. And number 2, Darren Waller, home against the Chargers.
You said it before, this is going to be a shootout. I guess you're expecting Waller to have a breakout game?
Yes, I expect him to get into the end zone. And number 3, Rob Gronkowski, who will be at New England.
Are you concerned about his injury? You think he's going to still do good this week?
We'll see. He's a tough guy. He always plays through injury. And if he does play, this is a big game for both him and Brady. And number 4, George Kittle, home against Seattle.
Kittle's not blowing it out like we expected. I guess you're expecting that to change this week.
Well, they're still relying on him. Garoppolo still looks for Kittle. He's still their big playmaker. I expect to see more of that and probably even a touchdown. And number 5, TJ Hockenson at Chicago.
I guess you think last week was an anomaly because you got him back up here in the top 10.
Yeah, look, we said it before. Jared Goff is bad. Hawkinson's awesome. The truth is going to be somewhere in the middle. And number 6, Kyle Pitts, home against Washington.
I don't know about you, but is Kyle Pitts a bust yet?
I mean, it's still too early, but so far hasn't looked great. But you also got to consider he just has one other receiver, Calvin Ridley, to really take the defense away from him. And Matt Ryan's not looking great. And number 7, Logan Thomas at Atlanta.
Logan Thomas is going against Atlanta. I guess you're expecting this to be a good matchup for him.
It's definitely a great matchup, and Logan Thomas has been steady. And number 8, Dallas Goedert, home against Kansas City.
We've always said tight ends depend on touchdowns. Do you think he gets into the end zone this week?
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if he's going to score, but he's going to catch a lot of balls. They're going to have to do a lot to keep up with Pat Mahomes. And the Kansas City defense is bad. And number 9, Mark Andrews at Denver.
Andrews is a solid tight end. He's getting the yards. We just don't know if he's going to get the touchdowns, right?
Yeah, and it's the whole Lamar Jackson thing. Lamar Jackson doesn't pass much. When he does, it goes to Andrews a lot, and that's why he does well. But he can also have a stinker. Number 10, Mike Gesicki, home against Indianapolis.
Man, it looks like Gesicki's just on the verge of a breakout. I hope it's this week. What about you?
Yeah, they're definitely including him in the offense more, and they should. He is a tremendous weapon. And number 11, Tyler Higbee, home against Arizona.
Maybe there's not enough balls to go around for Higbee to do well this week. What do you think?
I think the Rams have a lot of weapons, but they're going to throw a lot. They're going to have to throw a lot. Stafford is fantastic. I got to put Higbee here. And number 12, Jared Cook, home against Las Vegas.
Cook didn't do well last week, but you still have him in your top 15. Why?
Because of Justin Herbert. That offense is fantastic. Cook is bound to score a touchdown. At 13, Dalton Schultz will be home against Carolina.
I saw Prescott looking for Schultz a few games ago. He really looked for him last week. You think that trend continues?
I think Schultz deserves to be in the top 15. I don't think he's going to score 2 touchdowns every week, but Prescott is going to pass, and he's the number 1 tight end in Dallas. Number 14, Noah Fant will be home against Baltimore.
Do you think Baltimore's defense is going to hold back Noah Fant this week?
They can very well do so. Noah Fant is a talent, and you would think Bridgewater would use him. So far, he has 1 touchdown, and he's been very quiet. Maybe next week he's not in their top 15. And number 15, Tyler Conklin, who will be home against the Browns.
Do you think there's some budding chemistry between Cousins and Conklin?
Yeah, man, you nailed it. Absolutely. I see it too, and that's why I have Conklin in my top 15. We'll see if the trend continues.
Thanks, Richard, for coming on here and sharing with everybody your top 15 tight end rankings for week 4.
My pleasure. Please like and subscribe. Watch our other videos. We'll see you here next week.
Fantasy Goodfellas.
Rolling on the field.
Fantasy Goodfellas.